Now then YouTube, I'm the Toffman and welcome back to some more Thaumcraft and Botania Unite. We're on part 35 now, I believe, guys. I've made a couple of updates. There's been one update to Botania with a couple of versions upwards. I think I'm on 141 now. And also Forbidden Magic. So yeah, a couple of updates to tell you about, guys. I love standing here and just seeing everything working. Do you know what I mean? I love that kind of stuff. And none of it involved pipes. None of it involves any ME systems or anything like that. It's just all little golems or botanical flowers that are doing all the business. I love standing here watching it all just work. And it's working for me, which is fantastic. So, guys, in today's episode, that's a new thing, actually. I want to go ahead and grab that. A flux scrubber. But in today's episode, I want to pop into here. Focal manipulation. That is right, guys. It's time to get into something new within Thaumcraft because I want to change my little thing over here. I've had some suggestions and I'm going to go through the comments in my videos in just a second. You can see this is nicely filling up with mana and that's going to last a long, long time, which is fantastic. Oh, the guy who makes this mod, Thaumic Pipes, Jezza de Bomb, I think it is, off the top of my head. I could be totally wrong, but I think that is. He says that pipes can actually just attach to the sides rather than just the top as well. I did see that, that's why I've gone ahead and done that. But it does make things a hell of a lot easier when trying to manipulate things around. But it should be okay as it is. I think they can float in midair. I think they might need to float in midair. But firstly, guys, I want to take out this wall. Okay, I need to move this, which means it's probably going to turn this on. So I'm going to want to create another lever whilst I go through your comments. Somebody says to me, Toffman, you can put a spark on top of there. I will try and do that. I will certainly go ahead and try and do that. I need to make another one, though, because I haven't got any more, I don't think. Oh, sorry, I'm not getting anywhere. I need to put a spark on top of there so that it can have that one. Apparently you've got to make this one dominant and then it will run from both of these mana pools. This one doesn't actually do anything. It literally, I don't accept any mana from anywhere with this one. It's just one that I come along with my mana tablet, shove it on the top there, and then it feeds that one. Because I thought I couldn't do it with that one. But there you go. That's from Stone 7C1. Paved stones of warding for the to fence off the farm over there. I am going to use that, but I'm only going to use it on one side, and there's a reason for that, guys. I'll tell you that in a second. I'll show you that once I've got it done. What am I doing in here? Lever. Oh, I ain't got any levers left. I need some cobble. Yeah, I'll make a few of them. Why not? So that should do. Is that a bit too much? That'd be fine. It be right. Let's put the sticks in there. I only need the one. In fact, you know what, guys? Do you know what? We're going to carry some around in our bag because levers are always useful. Paved stones of warding, yeah. Dr. Xcraft, who was the one that gave me that suggestion. Now, don't worry. Like I said, I do know about that, and I am going to incorporate that as well, so I wouldn't worry too much. Can I do that now? Is that going to... No, it's going to turn it all on. That is not good, is it? That's not good. Can I do it from here? I can't do it from anywhere, can I? Give me that back. It's all on. I don't want it to be on. There we are. That should now work. I think... Was it actually... No, it's got no stuff in it anyway, so that's fine. Anyways, yes, I want to get rid of this wall right here. Just this wall. The rest of it, however, I'm going to create an item today, and I'm also going to go ahead with the focal manipulation and show you guys the new stuff that's in Thaumcraft, along with making foci. Or should I say upgrading foci. The thing is that I am going to need to tap into my... Just in case. You never know with these things. You never know with them. Just in case. Yeah, I am going to tap into my little node that I've got over there now. It's been a long, long time, and I want to be able to go ahead and do that anyway, so... I'm going to change this out, but instead of taking every block down and putting every block up, I'm going to make the wand of equal trade, I reckon, guys. I think it's definitely time. I think it's time to get something like that, because it's very, very useful. So I want to be able to do something like that. Yes, Gentle Crabfish says, you have an orchid and you've gone mining. That is true. I did have an orchid set up over here, but it needs its own setup. It needs its own mana setup. It needs a totally separate kind of setup for it. I would really need to do something like that all over again, just for this orchid, so it can create so much mana for me that I really don't need to worry about the mana that it's going to drain from my main resources, because it did drain all of this out, and I need this. This is the stuff that I go ahead and use for my alchemy. This is the stuff that I use to go ahead just for my items in general. I'm going to need to go to sleep, aren't I? So that's the reason why I haven't used my orchid since I actually did it. The other one was, what adds the Mana Steel Living Wood Wand? Well, that would be, of course, Forbidden Magic. And Forbidden Magic is made by Spiteful Fox. You can find that in the, on the forums. If I don't, I'll try to remember to leave a link, but you know what my memory is like. Need I say any more? I am known as Goldfish in this world. Let's go and say hello to Vazki today. Hello, Vazki! Oh my god! Hey! Vazki, he believes in me even more now. Look at this. It's great stuff. Good morning, Vazki. Anyway, right, let's get on with stuff then, guys, because we're going to need to get into some thaumaturgy today. That's right. It's that one that we're after. We're going to need some more. Oh, you know what? That's another thing that I need to get done at some stage. There's so much stuff within just these two mods that I mean, it can keep me going for ages. And this is why I'm loving this series, because it's definitely down my alley. You know, I love mods like this, and I like it. I really do like it. And you know, my approach to these mods has been kind of slow. You know, I'm just taking it in and enjoying what I'm playing. And I'm still not at the top tier stuff within Thaumcraft. I'm still not really at the top tier stuff within Botania either. I still haven't fought the Gaia. I still haven't got any Gaia spirits or anything like that. So there's still a lot of stuff for me to actually go ahead and do. And really, you guys, you don't need 5,000 mods in a mod pack to be able to find lots of stuff to do. I've got 2 mods here, and I'm really, really enjoying it. What am I doing? That's the wrong button. No, it wasn't. It was the right button. There we go. Got the research. There. Once again, guys, I shall do this off camera. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I shall do this off camera. Okay, now I've got it, guys. Strange that Cognitio, it now requires the fire. It requires Ignis and Soul rather than Terra and Soul. So it was quite weird. Anyway, I managed to get it sorted in the end. I just had to do an alternative route. And we've got it. The one focus of equal trade. This is exactly what we're going to need today, guys. Boosh! Good stuff. Good stuff. What is this? Potable hull. We don't want that just yet. So, balanced shards. I've got to remember that recipe that the guy said. I've written it down somewhere. Nether quartz and quicksilver. That's all going to be nice and easy stuff, really, to be able to go ahead and make the one focus of equal trade. And basically what this thing does, you can stick it on the top of your wand. That's what she said. And it will change blocks out for a certain block that you've classed as a target block. That's basically all it does. But I want to go ahead, I want to make this, and I want to upgrade it. I want to upgrade it, guys, which means I've got to get into focal manipulation. This thing is slightly harder to be able to go ahead and craft, just because it's got a primal charm in here, and those things are also not exactly easy to craft. They're not hard to craft, but they're also not very easy to craft either for the focal manipulator. So why don't I get stuff ready, guys, to be able to go and make the focal manipulator and also my little wand focus. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I practically have nearly everything else. Oh my goodness gracious me. We're going to have to sort that out. There is a flower that does that now, apparently within Forbidden Magic. I had a look in the changelog of what it changes, and there's a flower that does that. But there is that focal, that flux scrubber that is in the artifice right there. And that does exactly the same thing. Leaves a mess in the form of flux. It's a nuisance to everyone has to deal with, but this machine removes the judgery involved. The flux scrubber, when powered with air vis, will slowly remove any form of flux within 16 blocks of where it is placed. So yeah, there is something that does that there as well. However, for the moment, I'm just going to go ahead and do that because it's right in my way. There we go. Oops, I keep doing that every time because of this sash that I've got on. So basically, guys, this will get me 4 balanced shards. Brilliant. And we'll leave, Yeah, we'll leave some stuff behind there, but it should escape off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, eventually I do want to head and make those scrubbers. So now, let me go ahead and get all the rest of the stuff I need. I just wanted to show you the guys that one. That was the little recipe there that got suggested to me, and it's a fantastic recipe. Okay guys, I am back. Now I've got the one focus already, I do apologise, I made that. I also realised I was on peaceful again, because I went ahead and messed around with some stuff that I wanted to do to test for this particular episode. Well, not this episode, but a future episode in my creative world, and I forgot that I put it on peaceful. So that's probably why those endermen didn't spawn, and also, yeah, just why my stuff hasn't gone anywhere, my food. So anyway, that should be it. Should it be it? I'm sure that was it. In the arcane workbench, the iron ingot, an arcane stone slab. Oh, I haven't done that, have I? I've just gone ahead and put the balance shard right in the middle. Nah, that's not going to work. Let me go ahead and grab all that out. It shouldn't be too hard to go and craft that. I think I've got some gold kicking around somewhere. 2 bits of gold, which I've got here. You know what, I'm going to need 2 bits of gold anyway. And I'm sure that I put something to do. I did. Good stuff. Let's go and put some more gold on here. And I'm going to need 1 of every type of bloody shard, aren't I? That is right. Yeah, aren't I? Am I right? Yeah, 1 of every type of shard. I do believe I have them. So what was it? Control and 1. That's the one. Yeah. I like that. Pretty awesome. I think it's not shapeless, so I'm gonna have to, you know, be wary of where I place these. Can I? No. Air, fire, water. I can remember that. What was it again? No. Air, fire, water, and then of course, earth, order, entropy. Brilliant. Earth, order, entropy. Slap that in there. Get the primal charm going, and now we should be able to go ahead and craft ourselves the first new item that you guys won't be able to actually get to yet, because this is part of the beta of Thaumcraft, and that is the focal manipulator. Now this thing, the wand of equal trade, or the focus of equal trade, let me get a wand out. Do I want that wand to use it with? That's a puss, so it runs off my mana, doesn't it? And it'll be a good idea to be able, probably a good idea to come over here and actually fill my mana tablet up for just a second whilst I do this. Ah! It's such a pain. No! Can you just get on there, please? Go on, you can do it. Yes, right, let that fill up. And then let it fill my wand up. Oh, I love this thing here, right here, guys. I am going to need to stabilise my node, though, unfortunately. A little bit earlier than planned, but I'm sorry, there's nothing I can really do about it. Now, the thing is, do I want to move this whole setup? That's the next thing. That is the next thing. I can move that, I suppose, down into there. But what else do I need to feed stuff with? What else would I need to feed? There is some other bits and bobs like the networks and stuff like that I just don't know which way, what to do. Should I go ahead and break the? I'm going to need to break these. I mean, I'd hate to break these actually. Well, no, hang on a minute. What am I on about? There is a thing, and I remember something being said to me by Spiteful Fox, saying, "Tough man, why did you break that? You should never break it. Do this instead." And I can't remember what it was. Cannot remember what it was. I'm going to have to think about that. I'm going to have to think about that. I just don't know which way to do this. I think... Is this a good area, though, for it to be? Because it's all out in the open, and I would really like this just to be, you know, by itself, down in its own room and stuff. Oh, no. I want it to do that. I need to hold this now, apparently, to make things regenerate. Oh, bloody hell. More activity in this now than was in like 3 hours. Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm going to think about this. Alright, guys. I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to move all this. I am going to move all this down into there. I'm going to create myself another room that will allow me to go ahead and use this, because this is what requires Vs. Also, the focal manipulator does require a Vs network, so you will need that on there as well. There's a whole load of stuff that basically I can use that I'm probably going to want my own little room for, which I'm going to go ahead and put down there. Now, the particular comment that I was looking for on Twitter, it took me a while to go ahead and try and find it, in which time a bloody creeper came up and blew up behind me. I was just lucky and quick enough to be able to get into the game and pause it really, really quickly, because as soon as I turned around, there was a hissing, and if that creeper would have blown these things up, I would have been fuming. I've been waiting that long. That's what you get for going AFK in E rather than escape. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sort that. Well, I've sorted that little area out right here, but I've just run out of gravel, so I can't really do much about that. So this, actually, the tweet that I was looking for, to get Aurum from these nodes, you can go ahead and use the Euclidaisy, which is from Forbidden Magic, and that will get you the stuff from that. I'm pretty sure I've said this in a previous episode. The Euclidaisy, it's there it is. Ethereal Essences. By combining Thaumaturgy and Hedge Magic, you've created a flower that can use mana to rip open the fabric of reality. The rip isn't stable enough to form a node, but it does stay open long enough to drop a single wispy strand of essence. Basically, that's what it's for. Luckily for me, I don't want the essence at the moment. I might want it in the future, but for the moment, I'm quite alright with I'm quite content with whacking open these nodes and getting the essence, the sweet essence from in there, so that I can go ahead and shut these two down and get that back in a node in a jar, so that I can drag it down into down there. It's going to take a fair while for me to go ahead and move all of this stuff, but I did want to show you guys exactly what I was going to do. If I press F and hold F, you'll see this little screen come up here. If you've got one of these in your inventory, let's go ahead and put the equal trade on top of there. Oh yeah. Now if you look, guys, there's nothing there at the moment. However, I'm going to look at something a little bit later on that will allow me to have like a little bit of a GUI thing, and I can press G and it does all sorts of good stuff. But I need the focal manipulator thing going. I do want to show you that in this episode though, so don't worry guys. I will try to get I'll try my best to get everything moved in this episode so that I can show you the focal manipulator. And basically what I'm going to go ahead and do is I need to plonk down a thing of glass actually. So I'm going to shift and right click on this, and you can see on the top left there's a little glass block. I believe that has silk touch on it, so I'm going to grab my glass back, because these things aren't cheap, you know. They're just one piece of sand in a furnace. They're not cheap. They're not cheap. So now we've got glass bound to this. We simply right click. Wow. But it doesn't give you much control over it, okay? So that's why I want to go ahead and make that focal manipulator, so I've got some more control over it. This, however, is going down into the floor, and that's what I don't want to do. Oops, I've actually run out of glass, which is a shame. So I need to go ahead and grab all of this stuff out, because I don't want it going down into the floor. Give me that back. You're not meant to do that. Is that it? Is that it? I think it is. I've got plenty of dirt. What it does, guys, it just replaces that particular block with the one that you've targeted, and all of the ones that you've said, you know what, I want to replace that with this. Basically, you end up with all of that dirt in your inventory replaced with the glass that was in your inventory. So I had 42 pieces of glass. I've now got 32 dirt and 10 glass. I'm going to go around here and press it there. You can't go wrong with pressing it there, because it'll just go ahead and do all that stuff. There we go. So I've now got 42 pieces of dirt equivalently exchanged out for my glass that I had in my inventory a second ago. Because of all this is dirt, you know, it's going to be a problem. Now, the reason why I've left this side open is eventually I want to have paving stones of warding coming alongside here. So I can just stand here with my Terror Blade and start whacking the hell out of them with my little things, because they'll see me and try to come for me on the floor. They won't try to teleport, of course, because they'll just get dragged back by this, but they will try to charge me, and they can't get past the little thing here. So that's the reason why I want to do it like that. It just leaves the one side open so I can come along here and just own all of these endermen that pop out. So yes, anyway, let me go ahead and get things moved, guys, so that I can go and show you the focal manipulator. Well, okay, guys, I've moved the node now down into there, and I'll show you that in a second. Now, where I've moved it is roughly where I'm going to need it. But if I want to move it in the future, I will have to try to come up with a way of moving it. I don't know how I would be able to do it, but I really believe that is where I'm going to want to place it anyway. I haven't turned it on just yet, but I was going to move this table down there, but then I thought no, because I still need to craft some stuff first. One of them is one of these babies, Vis relays. Now there's also a relay. This thing is what I'm also going to need. Unfortunately though, I will need to look in my Thaumcraft for this. It's around here somewhere. Harnessing Vis. Is you the one? Where do I look? For harnessing Vis. Where do I look? Is it in here? No. Maybe it's in there. Wandery charge pedestal. I don't know. I'll have to have a look into that one. But basically, I need that to put above there. But I need this table to actually craft it in the first place. So, yeah. Oh, I could have moved it, I suppose. It would have made absolutely no difference where I did it, because I'd just use my wand wherever I go. So that's not a problem. Actually, let me go ahead and move that then. I will move this as well, and I will move that at another stage, not just yet. Alright, let's go into here, guys. This is roughly where I'm going to want to be able to put it, because I want to be able to excavate all of that area, but instead of, because I did start doing it with my pick, but then I thought, no, you know what? I've got some wand focus now. You know, I'm going to go ahead and make a wand focus excavation and stuff, and get rid of all of this this wall here, and have this room like doubled in size, so that this will be right smack bang in the center, and then I'm going to have all my sorts of good stuff in there. So I can move this though in the future, so I've got no problems with that. I'm going to go ahead with my Vis relay right here, but first and foremost, guys, I need to go and turn this baby on and let that energize up so that it will go ahead and do all its business. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this, guys. Right, let me go ahead and put a Vis relay down right here, and eventually when that's done, it will send all of that boosh straight into there towards this little machine right here, which is where I'm going to put my wand focus of equal trade. I'm going to slap that right into there. I am going to need levels. I've got 26 at the moment, so I can show you about 2 upgrades. And basically, that's what this machine is. The focal manipulator, it will allow you to upgrade your wand focus, which you'd never been able to do before, which is fantastic. Well, you could put enchantments and stuff on it, but this is much better, much better. So I've got 2 upgrades here. I can enlarge or frugal. Frugal, this upgrade reduces the Vis cost of activating the focus's powers by 10% per level. Right there. Or enlarge. This upgrade increases how large an area the focus's power effect, or increases the number of targets affected. I'm going to go with frugal because I like things to cost cheaper. And basically we'll say it'll need 2 Vis, 2 air Vis cost, 2 aqua, 2 peritio, and 2 terra, which shouldn't be a problem for this one. Yeah, look at this. This is looking good. I mean, you can get bigger nodes obviously, but that will do okay for me for the moment. And if I need to add another one onto the thing, I will just go ahead and add another one onto it. It's really not much problem there. So the frugal one, it will require 8 experience, and we click that bad boy, and you can see all of it's there, and you can see these little bits and bobs that come flying from this Vis relay right here, and this is the start of our Vis network, guys. I am looking forward to this. Like I said, I can move this in the future. That's not a problem. I can't really move this in the future. This will have to stay there, and then we'll probably just get another node or something later on. Get a big one going. So just a little bit, and there we go. We have our upgrade. Frugal, you can see it right on there. Now I could go ahead and put enlarge on this as well. Every single thing that you put on this, it goes up exponentially. So this will end up, the last one I think is about 40 odd levels you'll need. So it's a good job we've got that mob farm going. It's a good job we got that mob farm going. I'm going to go ahead and do the enlarge, I think, for this one. Whoops. Enlarge, and we'll start that upgrade onto there. That's looking fantastic, guys. That is looking fantastic. Good stuff. I just thought I'd show you that in this episode, guys. Now, again, there's some stuff, obviously, with Thaumcraft at the moment that I can't show you. But I would think, you know, I don't know when it's going to be released, to be fair. I don't know when it's going to be released. So I can't tell you that. But this is the focal manipulator from Thaumcraft, guys, which is pretty goddamn awesome. So now it's cheaper to actually cast this. And I'm going to be able to do a wider area. Now look at this, Architect. This is the one that I'm after, but I haven't got enough levels at the moment. Architect, you can see, this upgrade gives a lot more control of the area, certain foci effect. What? The exact area will be affected. The exact area that will be affected is displayed, and you can change the size using the Mist Wand toggle key, which is default G, or Sneak G allows you to toggle which dimensions you can change. So, that is the one that I'm after next, guys. That is the one. But unfortunately, it's 24 levels, and I haven't got that. Look at the amount of V's cost on that. It's madness. Absolute madness. But now we've got the start of our little area, guys, which is amazing. So I can just go ahead and pick that back up. I can pick that back up, and that can just hang out there for a second. I'm going to end the episode now, but next episode I'm going to come back. I'm going to probably get into the one focus of excavation, so I can start getting this room bigger and move everything over from that. And I'll probably get into some Botania, because I wanted to do that in this episode, but then I thought, no, you know what, I'm going to show you the focal manipulator, because it'll allow me just to make life easier for myself when I go around and change stuff, like the excavation, like the one focus, the trade, the equal trade one over there. I still need to get rid of this tree as well. Anyway, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please go ahead and leave a like. That would be amazing. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. If you've got any suggestions, that's what the comment sections are there for, guys. I do read all of my comments. So it would be amazing to hear from you guys. So until next time, I've been the Tough Man as always. Stay safe.